except for on Instagram. That's the only one you gotta hit live.
It says live. We're live, pal.
Oh, we're live. Oh man, it looks like we're live. Yeah, we're live. All right. Welcome everybody, boys and girls and children of all ages. It's another amazing episode of Bumps and Bruises podcast, brought to you by my man Derek. As always, I'm his tag team partner Marcos, and our occasional third man, 6-man tag partner, Megaran. Yeah, so we're gonna jump right in it because Megaran probably has a piece out, because in case you guys didn't know, Derek, did you not know? He's Grammy nominated. So people that got Grammy nominations, they got a lot of wheeling and dealing to do, baby. So we're gonna do the recap of the shows a little bit later, but we want to focus on a couple of things. Number one, my man, Jacob Fatu is facing Cody at this week's Saturday night main event, and I assume is going to headline, or they might do the 4-way for the number one contendership. Let's start off first with the Cody versus Fatu. We're going to defer to Derek at the end because we all know what he's going to say. It's going to be a complete burial of Cody because that's his arch nemesis. So Rand, friendship aside, from Mr. Rhodes, are you intrigued about this matchup? Are you think that we're going to see a lot of different things? Because let's be honest, Saturday night's main event tends to overpromise and underdeliver.
Lame. No, it tends to be, it tends to not deliver. So yeah, it's a house show with cameras for the most part. So we're gonna have a fun show, but nothing usually of consequence happens there. I don't know. We'd have to look up if there's been a title change or any major thing happen. But this doesn't really do anything. Cody's not the champ. Cody's in the Rumble. Jacob hopefully is too. So this is a match. So at the end of the day, anything can happen. Particularly because nobody has anything to lose here. Like, Cody's on the comeback trail at this point. I don't know if you give him that. I don't know if you give Jacob that big of a win this early. He just came back.
But do you risk losing the momentum? Like now he's coming back, like he's the hot person on the product. You kind of and I know this sucks because he's the current champion. Do you Drew McIntyre him? He comes back, kind of does a lot of the same thing. You know what I mean? Like, because you not everybody's Drew McIntyre or AJ Styles or Randy Orton, which are kind of bulletproof to these start-stop pushes. Like, you can end up being a Damian Priest, you know what I mean? Or LA Knight, that people just assume you're going to lose.
Yeah. I think you could do a lot. You could have a schmoz finish happen, you know what I mean? Where, Drew just decides to be a hater at the very end and just being like, you know what? You messed my match up. I'm going to mess yours up. He could have Cody beat, and then, Drew could just mess it up. Because.
Does this completely negate the 4-way title match, and then all of a sudden it becomes a 4-way match at Rumble? Or do you save this for later and then kind of like screw over whoever the winner of this mini tournament is? Because if Drew gets involved in this match, right, and messes up the finish, then it's almost guaranteed that one or both of these guys in this match are going to mess up Drew's match or possibly cost him the belt or something. You know what I mean?
No, that's a good point. I don't know. I don't know if you just let them go 20 minutes and get a definitive finish. You know what I mean? Because that could hurt either one of them. Cody is pretty bulletproof, but I just think Jacob coming in first match back, beating QB1 is a big step. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, you got to beat somebody first. Go beat Penta. Go beat somebody else first.
What about you? What do you think, Derek? Do you think what do you do here? Like, if you're the booker, what would you do in this situation? Because remember, we have a 4-way match to determine the number one contender between Orton, Priest, Trick Williams, and Sammy. So you got that on the back burner. So you're clearly, is it a situation where we're kind of like Sammy was before in the bloodline angle where Cody was gonna face Roman, but Sammy had the title shot in the pay-per-view beforehand, and everybody's like, yeah, they're not gonna give Sammy the belt because Cody and Reigns is gonna face each other. Like,
Yeah, get it out the way.
No, 100%. I can see that. What do you think, Derek?
I don't know. As far as the Monday night, or not Monday night, the Saturday Night Live, whatever joint. And this is not Cody hate, because I know how y'all be. All right.
yeah, we expected. I'm just
We
gonna bring out
know. We already know.
a sign that says apology, Cody hate coming.
You the anti-Cody team.
Came in as a dominant person. So why not let him continue to be dominant? You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody takes wins and losses, and like you just said, Rand, Cody's bulletproof.
So do you give him a clean win?
Be good.
Let him take that out. I actually agree with you. I just don't know if they would let it happen that soon.
I mean, this is
a
true.
clean win or a distracted win, not interference. Like, Cody's not focused, which means kind of plays into the QB1, like the QB's head is not in the game. And I can see him saying that in his next promo. Like, I wasn't focused on today's game. I was focused on the next game. And
So
that's
yeah,
his QB1.
you do, because didn't he say somewhere that Drew said, or the policy is no rematches, and
Correct.
Cody recognized that. So all you got to do is put Drew on the screen. You know what I'm saying? During the match, Drew pops up on the screen like, you missed this, don't you? You know, and now he's distracted, turns around, and he's done for. You know what I'm saying?
Does that taint the win for Jacob, though?
No, not if he hits his finisher.
Nah, win's a win. If he stays down for the finish, it ain't like Jacob's gonna like low blow him or nothing like that.
Yeah.
But I think if he gets a distracted win, then that don't take away from Jacob too much.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Keeps Cody strong.
all right. So the number one contender match before we move on to the Royal Rumble, does this matter? Are you as a fan right now locked in? Are you like expecting that the next champion is coming out of this match?
No.
I feel like the next champion could, but not right now.
It would be dope. I want Sammy. I want the chaos of Sammy. I want Sammy all the way because it would be chaotic. But like, Drew deserves a nice run, and the best match with Drew might not be Sammy. It could be somebody else. But
Can
I don't know.
If, like, honestly, and this is something that WWE has not done in a while. I wish this was a situation where, since Drew technically has the night off, have that match open up the show, and then them at the end goes, hey, you know what? I'm on momentum time. Let's do this right now. Let's do this tonight. And then have whoever the GM come out and be like, you know what? If the champ is down for it, let's do it. And then if Drew somehow inserts himself in the Cody match in any way, shape, or form, then his comeuppance come, and then you get the revenge and the shock title win, and then all of a sudden you do a couple things there. I know it's a lot of juggling. You do a couple.
That's a lot. That is a whole lot.
You get the crowd interested back in Saturday night's main event. And I'm trying to remember, do they have 1 more year or 3 more years in this experiment? Like, Peacock is going to keep showing these. Like,
I don't know. I thought it was going to be over. Like, initially, I thought it was going to be over immediately.
I think WWE owes Peacock, like because they closed out that deal quick. Because originally we weren't supposed to have, the ESPN thing as soon as we did.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they still got a contract with Peacock, so I think we're gonna have Peacock.
Okay, so it looks like Saturday night's main events are remaining on Peacock through multi-year deals, and NXT Premium Live events are gone starting March. So they're gonna still have Saturday night's main event for maybe a year or so. Okay,
so I think this is dope. Or, like, honestly, if they wanted to take it a whole different level, to borrow from the anime world, make Saturday night's main event your OVAs, where these stories happen here that is unpredictable, and then you course correct when you get back to your next pay-per-view. Like, right? Like, let's say you get a new champion here, right? And then they have TV, and then you course correct, go back in Royal Rumble, be like, boom, this is our road to WrestleMania, and then the next one will be after WrestleMania, and then you do a shocking change there, and then you kind of chug along until the next pay-per-view, and they're like, all right, now we're back to the main timeline. Like, you know what I mean? Like there's so many ways for you to make these interesting. But if WWE is kind of like, hey man, screw this, we're just here to because we have to be, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a lot of juggling right before a big show. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I feel like
this is written. You know what I mean? Like the outcome is predetermined. So you could play a lot with what you have. Like, you know what I mean? Barring any real world situations like injuries and stuff like that. Like you could plan these things out. Like you got to keep these interests fresh. Like outside of the first one and John Cena's last main event, sorry, take that one out. John Cena's last match, I didn't watch live. I watched the first one that they did on Peacock Live, and since then I have not watched. I've either caught recaps or I've watched the one match that I felt was important and then never seen it again. I'm not saying like it is dope. It's still, if you're there live, it's probably a dope show. But if you're from home, you're like, this goes on a Saturday night, and it's usually, you know, before you get to Sunday Scaries, and it's kind of like I have better things to do with my time, especially if you can rewatch it at any point in time you feel like it.
Okay, so you feel like since you don't watch it, nobody watches it.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm just saying
somebody might be watching it. But honestly, I feel like you might be onto something because Peacock is kind of the redheaded stepchild of this relationship. You know what I mean? Like you just lost all the big stuff. We just throwing you a bone. We giving you this show. So what is the motivation of giving them a good show at this point? You know what I'm saying?
And it kind of like sucks. And then it's like, notice that no major Raw storylines are being culminated there, with the exception of the women's tag team belts, which they had to throw. Like, there's no men's titles at all. Like, I don't predict Dom is gonna pull up and be like, I'm not injured anymore, guys. Like, you know, we're not gonna, it's like less than 2 weeks later or a week later after it airs, we're gonna be in Saudi. And then, like, to the point that
I feel like nothing happens. Like, to that regard, nothing happens of consequence on this show. So they're not going to have Drew McIntyre be like, you know what? Let's just run this title match tonight. Like, no, that's not going to happen.
Basically, you're saying this is a main event. The show.
This is a Sunday night heat. This is it's a house show. But it'll be interesting. Then be something. It'll be fun. I do think Cody and Jacob are going to have a good match. But
they're gonna like, come on, they're multi-generational superstars that know the business. They're gonna beat each other up.
It's kind of interesting. I think this might be the AEW effect that a lot of people have been talking about. Is they have so much talent, and a lot of this talent has never faced each other, and to the point where you can every week be like, first time ever match. Here you go. You know what I mean? Giving you giving you CM Punk and Finn this week is like, this could have been a pay-per-view. This is a match. You know what I'm saying?
That match was phenomenal. Like, it was an amazing match, and it started and ended the way it needed to be. No schmosh, no people interfering. It was two guys that, from what, if you were looking at purely on TV, respected each other and put everything out there, and one was better than the other that one night. It wasn't a squash. It wasn't a typical like 1, 2, 3, and no like, telegraphing and then hitting and then beating him. Like, oh, what the hell just happened? It was kind of like
everybody looked good, and the ending happened the way it was supposed to happen. But I call that the AEW effect, because you can just throw bangers on every week. You know what I mean? You have enough talent, you have enough people who've never fought, where you can just be like, let's just give them a banger just because. You know what I'm saying? And they have the talent to pull that off. And so every week you could get a match that you've never seen before.
I predict that the first time we see Jacob versus like Bronson Reed or Braun Breaker is going to be on the Saturday night's main event, because I think, like you said, it's an elevated house show. They want to see the reaction. Like, before anything is important, like, you know what I mean? It might be like a Survivor Series used to be back in the day before War Games, when they had the between shows rivalry. I think this is the new place for that, where they're like, let's see what's happening. Like, you know what I mean?
It feels like an exhibition. Yeah. But yeah, but they can still test the reactions. I like that.
I ain't gonna lie. Speaking of the Survivor Series part, man, I ain't gonna lie. I missed them days. I missed
them.
I used to miss them, but then thanks to New Japan, thanks to AEW, thanks to a lot of indies, I'm done with elimination tag matches because I realized as I got older, it's a way to save the guy, not put a lot of risk behind it, and like to just give you a show with names, but not have the name have to like be stressed out. Right. And after that, like it's not like in the 80s, 90s, yes. Now it's like that's the reason why we got Tana, who extended his career for 5-6 more years because of those multi-man tag matches where he literally comes in, does his 3 moves, and then is like, all right, I'm done. Like, honestly, if WWE wanted to do that with John Cena, they could have him do imagine if his retirement matches were all tag matches, and then at the end, he's like, you know what? I'm gonna do it one more year, baby. Because really.
No, but yeah. No, you're right. They do those to save people, and the match has to go quicker. So somebody goes out, RKO first 2 seconds of the match, up, somebody's going. You know what I mean? Like,
but in the crowd, you're hyped.
Yeah. But it gets hype in the moment, like building those big matches where you never know what could happen. I do miss that, like champion versus champion exhibition matches. Like those were cool.
So switching gears a little bit, is it weird that because of Saturday night's main event and because of whatever deals WWE has, that we haven't seen a ramp up in Royal Rumble booking or advertisement? Like a lot of people were talking about that last week, where technically up until Monday, Cody was the only person that declared himself for the Royal Rumble at all. Like,
dang, isn't it coming up? It's like 2 weeks.
Yes, it's the following week.
2 weeks away. Dang, it is. Yeah, they haven't talked about it. I thought you were talking about like they haven't like hyped it up, like get the Royal Rumble, and it's probably because it's already sold out. You know what I mean? Like they don't care, But to me, I don't know. I think
there's no women declared nothing.
Rio just declared.
That's on Monday.
That was on Monday. Yeah, you're right. So
before Monday,
they don't care, bro. That this is just telling you that they don't care. They about to give them the underhanded softball pitch for this one. They like, hey, is this the Rumble? We showing up. What else y'all want from us?
Do you get a lame duck
thing for Saudi? Like,
yeah, they're not going to give him a good show. Like that. There's no motivation. The money is paid.
Do you think they're going to give him a lame duck winner? Like, shout out to Jey Uso. I love him, but a lot of people are saying that was a dud of a winner, and I was like, come on, man! Like nobody expected it. Like leading up to it,
that was exciting.
Like, I would have bet but they're saying that it's going to be somebody like as we saw in the last Unreal. It's going to be somebody that they really had no plans for.
Not this time. No, I think the crowd out there wants, when the show goes off, the biggest name up there when the fireworks.
So does that
so it's
put
Roman
WWE
now.
in a bind?
Yes, I think it's Roman now.
Yeah, it's Roman
for that reason.
For the women, is going to be Rhea, or is going to be might throw us a curveball. Might be AJ.
Maybe AJ Lee or Charlotte. I don't know. They'll give you the biggest name because I think the laziness is going to kick in where they're like, and you can do something later and be like, well, you don't know who he's going to face now. Like, let's have a story around that. But I think Saudi wants the big names, and so it's gonna be Roman. But I gotta run though, y'all.
All right, so we're gonna continue to appreciate for the Ran, and for those of you that stay with us, we're gonna talk a little bit more about the weekly TV that just passed.
I'm gonna see if this is still running if I leave the studio. It should.
Okay, if not, we'll see you guys next week. For those of you that leave with the live.
Let me see.
Peace, Ran.
Let me see what happens. All right, y'all. Peace.
All right. So going back to SmackDown.
Yep.
SmackDown this week, of course, opened up with Cody. Declaring himself the Royal Rumble entrant, the first one. Do you think it was deserved or telegraphed that he was the first person to declare, or was that the expectation?
I mean, I think it's telegraphed.
Okay. Now, do you think somebody like Roman Reigns has to declare himself?
I think,
or does he just appear?
I think it'll be fun just so the crowd knows he's gonna be there, but it's Roman. You don't have
Yeah.
to. I mean, Cody didn't have to, but you know what I'm saying? Like Cody just lost his belt. Cody trying to get it back. I pray to God that it's not Cody again. Like, bro,
I don't think it's gonna be. I like
in the last
like
5
that's
years.
like I don't think we're gonna get Cody Roman 3. I think they might save that for Saudi because those are arguably the biggest names. Now we might get a win from Cody next year, or do you think Cody going through the Elimination Chamber route is smart booking, or Roman? Like, you know what I mean? Like you know how like the Royal Rumble winner gets that hype and has the choosing and all this stuff, and then whoever he doesn't choose, you know what I mean? Like, I think we get Punk Reigns, which based on the wins that they're giving Punk, I think they're leading up to him being like he's unstoppable in a way that he's wrestling his ass off, which I think he is. Like you know what I mean? If you turned on TV and have not seen the last 10 years and saw Finn Balor versus CM Punk, you would think that Finn Balor is booked the same way that CM Punk was, the way that match was.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like one of them two, whichever one does win and gets a title shot at WrestleMania between Roman and Cody, I feel like it needs to be Rumble and not Elimination Chamber. Just because
okay.
Elimination Chamber, you getting the title that's left over. You know what I'm saying? It's not really I picked yada yada yada, and that's who I'm trying to go against, and I'm snatching that title off of them.
I mean, do you remember a couple years ago when they were pushing NXT hard and Charlotte Flair used it to pick
the NXT champion? Yeah.
Like, does that work on the men's side? Like, if you're somebody, like if Roman Reigns wins, right? No. Does he go CM Punk, I want you?
Yeah. I mean, Cody pointed to the crowd. You know what I'm saying? Right before 41. You know, he pointed to the crowd. He pointed at Roman and at Paul Heyman. But then we got The Rock come in and take it and then gave it back. So
now, do you think in a world this might not happen? Do you have The Rock come in and do the same program with Roman Reigns? Like, hey, dog, like I'm gonna let you finish, but everybody wants to see me versus Cody or whatever, or me versus Punk.
We can't do that. We cannot run that back. Yeah, we can't run that back.
So are you sad that we pretty much mathematically ruled out Naomi from coming back? Like, I don't think she gave birth yet.
I mean, she can't come back. Like, regardless, even if she did give birth, even if she gave birth 2 months ago, she's still out for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the pregnancy being hard on her anyway.
Yep.
People calling Jesus.
So
yeah, so we're not getting that.
So, question: Has the title run with Jade failed?
No. The reason I say no, and yes, she has not had a title defense or anything else. Honestly, if you go back and you look at Cody's reign and look at the amount of time he had the title, his first run, and how many title defenses he had, like, it don't make sense. He definitely should have had more matches because he's not a part-time. He wasn't a part-time champion like Roman was. You know what I'm saying? Doing his transition and everything else. But I feel like with her, I don't know if it's just that they haven't found the person that she should be feuding with title-wise, or ain't nobody stepped up. Because who do they have on SmackDown? You know what I'm saying?
I thought they were gonna give her a program with Julia, but then Julia went away, came back and got her title back, and then it was like, no, we're good. I would love to see Chelsea Green win. the Royal Rumble and face her.
How?
I would love to see her, like, bro. She's up there, like, with that baby face turn has to come soon.
But she's so good as being like the snobby heel, though.
But I mean, you could do that, but more like attitude and, like, you know what I mean, like
that's just like Tiffany as a heel to me was better than Tiffany as a face. That's just my thought. But there's no big baby faces for her to really, like. You can put Charlotte over there because technically the women, like, you know, because she's in the tag team division, technically, like,
she can go back and forth. I would hope that it's Bianca. I just believe it's Bianca because she's the only one that makes sense.
Yes.
And like, if she's like almost getting cleared, you could keep her for Rumble, right? Have her wear some special sling and talk about that she's not fully 100%, and then you get her in 3 more months for Mania. That could work.
How do you get her in though? You got to put her in chamber to get it.
No. She works Rumble, hurt, not fully healed, but fully healed. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you just wear something protective over her hand, over that finger, dog.
I honestly think she should be cleared by now. She's been out for coming up on a year.
Yeah, but
her hand.
She has the same injury that your boy has. Well, I say your boy. That's just my natural thing. I
was like, who do I know?
Oh my god, dude from AEW, Ospreay. They have the same exact injury. They both like had hand surgery, and they both similarly. No, excuse me, not Ospreay. Jay White.
Okay.
That's why he's out. And they were like, he started off with a knee injury and then a shoulder injury, and then he hurt his hand and had surgery, and kind of like there's no plans for him to come back yet. He's worse off though. Like, I don't know. Somebody needs to check on these AEW guys because it's insane. But so jumping around, do you believe what people are saying about that the Usos tag run as champs has already been horrible? But you got to keep in mind, Jimmy has had to be next to Naomi because of the complications. So he has not been available internationally. He stayed at home. I think when they come back to the States, which I think they're going to come in for, or he might pop up next week. Who knows? Like, I think they'll do it. Speaking of which, is Saturday night's main event in the States or is it international?
I have no clue. That's a very good question, but I have no clue. But to touch on,
like, it's you can't say it's booking. It's real world issues. Like, you saw the Usos both pulled up to the Fanatics thing. You know what I mean?
My thing is, the world knew that, you know, getting pregnant was going to be hard for Naomi. So running out this whole pregnancy was going to be hard. We knew that.
Why? Because her age? Like, enlighten me.
Just the complications that she says she's had.
Okay. You know, all right. So personal things.
No, it ain't age. I mean, folks be.
And then also on top of that, she falls down for a living.
Yes,
like, that has to have some effect on your body on a day-to-day basis.
I would assume so. But for me, y'all knew eventually he was gonna have to leave.
Okay.
And you know what I'm saying, and be by her side. So why give them the titles right then? Like I said before, like, they came in back together, had one match,
okay,
and then tag team title shot to win.
Because I think they were there to give a shot in the arm of that division.
True. So put them in the division. They need to be champions yet.
You know, like, I don't know, man. Like,
because if this was Give a good team. Awesome Truth. Awesome Truth
Okay.
had a good run as a tag team. Even when they got back together. If it was them that came back, they got back together. Miz is cool, Truth is cool. Even if they was on heel tip and had a match with whomever, and then won the titles the day after the next match as a tag team again. That's crazy. That's crazy. I think just because
I think this is just WWE's. They wanted to get. I think we're gonna get, if we don't have the Jay heel turn, I think we get Usos versus New Day at WrestleMania for the belts,
which
and
would be a banger. Either way,
and I think
with either one winning.
They wanted to get them established to be players, so that way they could get both teams towards that momentum. You know what I mean?
But you think they need the title right then?
I think the Usos, in a way, and this is again thinking like the booking office. I think the Usos, they were completely hot based on the fact that they got back together, and they weren't going to start at the bottom, and then it's going to take a lot more movement for the New Day to get back up there, because the New Day, you can assert them immediately just based on their rivalry, but you can't insert them as tag team champs based on the fact of their win-loss record in the last year or so. You know what I mean? Like they've been getting jobbed out, which I don't agree with either, unlike you and Shane, that don't agree with as well. But it's like, I think the whole Monday Night Raw division, I don't think any team right now is on a streak that is worthy of the tag titles. I think they started that with AJ and Dragon Lee, aka AJ Lee, because they were winning. They were more undefeated than the entire tag team division, but then they stopped that momentum, like without no reason. Like they just were like, all right, this is what we're doing. That's it.
Yeah.
And like we're gonna have a wonky 4-way title match, I think, next week. That's what they announced. A 4-way number 1 contenders match that the New Day was inserted in. Because the other 3 teams, and it's going to be Ivar and it's going to be, the Viking Warriors versus, it's going to probably be, for some reason, it's going to be the tag champs, not the tag champs, it's going to be Otis and this guy, and then it's going to be a team that has not been seen on Raw in a match for like a year. It's going to be the 2 brothers. Huh?
The Creed brothers?
Yeah, and you're gonna be like, okay, they're obviously New Day's gonna win. Like, you know what I mean? It's gonna be like, come on, guys. Like, at least book it. Like, I think the only way that they shoehorn something in is if Bronson Reed and Austin Theory get inserted, which I don't think so, based on the fact that Austin Theory are lost. Like, he's already jobbing out. I think they inserted him in that faction so he could take pins.
You think so? You don't think that would be Logan Paul's?
No, because I think Logan Paul is holding his place until they figure out, okay, can we start pushing him as a singles competitor? And I think that's going to come. I think the United States belt that he won was the fringe one, where it's like, oh, now we got a big name that's going to show up on. But I think he has his solo run coming, I think, in this year. I think he might get a solo run, and and I think his run is going to be different than all the others. He's going to get title shots, lose, and then go to mid card, maybe win that belt, and then come up, and then have a feud that's going to break him out, and then he'll become a credible thing. Like, I think he's going to go maybe the Dom route at a certain point, like, because that's another thing that WWE has to juggle now. Dom, like the Dom question. Like, Dom is getting to the point that you can't keep him in mid card for another year. Like, he has to get a title shot, or at least be pushed up to that level at a certain point, whether it's heel or face. Like, then you start, I don't think he's going to be LA Knight levels, but it's like, all right, people are going rabid for this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think WWE is recognizing that. Like, and I think they are going to push him well. The fact that he's already mixed it up with certain people.
I feel like with Dom is different. Dom is the complete opposite than LA, just because LA Knight came in hot. Everybody liked LA Knight. They couldn't get enough of him. Dom came in, especially after he turned on his dad. Oh, they hated Dom.
Have you seen the transformation that this kid has had? Like he looks like if you don't know who he was, he looks like a different person. Like he leaned out, like everything. Like, bro, I couldn't stand him when he won the tag team belt. Who is that? I mean, I get Dom is Triple H champion according to the we got somebody in the comments, but that is not where Dom is. I think Dom he did that while they're propping up Triple A. I think he'll eventually be their top baby face there, and I think it makes sense for like Rey Mysterio and him to like have their last match there because of their relationship with Triple A as a family. You know what I mean? But I think the belt at some point is going to hand that baton over to either Vikingo, who's now heel, or Americano, or even the returning Escobar. So I think Dom is just there to prop up that belt.
Yeah, I mean it gave it a well needed push for sure, and now that just brought more WWE eyes over there to that product. So
yeah,
now that's gonna be jumping.
Like but so we really didn't get into it, and I know we talked about this last week. Who do you see as a clear winner, or is there a clear winner for the Royal Rumble right now as it stands?
I mean, I feel like how Rand touched on before he dipped out, like it has to be a big name because it's in Saudi, and that's just how they get down.
Well, what do you consider a big name? Like 5 names that stand out that you're like, okay, it's gonna be one of these guys.
Okay, so Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods.
I mean, Kofi definitely. They know who Kofi is.
I would love to see it. You know what I'm saying?
But didn't they say they're not in the Royal Rumble? Isn't that what Adam Pearce said? Because I think they were asking to be, and they was like, "No, let's talk about the tag team belt." Or was it?
I missed it, so I need to check. I need to run that back and see, because that one I'm not 100% on. If anybody in the comments saw or remembers, definitely plug that in. But it had to be a Roman. I don't want it to be Cody, but it would have to be someone like a Cody. Brock. You know how I feel about Brock.
I think that's too cold. I think that's too cold. I think he shows up.
Brock would be too cold.
Yeah, I think he shows up and starts a program.
It will be cold with Roman. When's the last time you've seen Roman?
Yeah, but Roman has those 4 years, dog. You don't need explanation. Brock is like, dog, you haven't been here for 2 years. You haven't challenged for the belt in longer than that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why would you care at this point? And I think that's why Brock's character is fresh to me, because he doesn't care. I think he'll try, like he'll show up, but he's not going to want to win. It's literally going to be a plot device to get him to his WrestleMania feud. That's what I think.
Yeah. Which who he feud with?
I kind of want it to be Gunther.
I want Brock to whoop that nigga ass though.
I mean, he might. Brock, it's either going to be Gunther, or what I definitely want is one of the Brawns. Oh my God, that'll pay bills. One of the Brawns?
It needs to be Braun Breaker though. It has to be Breaker.
Why? I think Bronson Reed, I think Brock today, he's putting over people. I think that's what he's doing. Like, he don't care. Like you know what I mean? He's like, oh, I'm getting my feet. I don't care. Like, you know what I mean? Like sure. Like he'll give me 17 tsunamis to beat me. Let's do it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because that's what it's gonna take. It's gonna take like Brock 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Nah, he's like, I'm winning. Okay, you got a couple. You got two more names. Who are the other two names? I don't think Seth is ready at all. I think Seth is barely walking now. Not walking. He's barely. I think he's still in a sling.
I don't know, man. Seth be
like 5 years ago, man. But Seth is in his 30s now. Like, you know what I mean? Ain't no John Cena. Like, if it's what they said he had,
that'd be a good surprise. That would be a good surprise if he did.
Yeah, but then you'll also understand that he's not in 100% shape. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if he comes in at the end and wins and like does it in less than 5 minutes, yeah, he's not recovered at all. Like, you know,
I think Matt Cardona. We can bring him over.
Really? Okay. All right, give him his run. I think Matt Cardona, if he was signed, if this was like 5 years later, if Matt Cardona came in 5 years later at 2030, yeah, because he's on his farewell tour. But Matt Cardona now,
how much older is he in 2030?
He's the same age as Cody. But it's like
Cody's 40, right?
38, 39. I think they're the same age.
I think Cody is the same age as Roman and all them.
No, but I think Roman is the youngest one. I believe so.
No, Roman, the Usos, Cody's 40. Yeah.
Okay, and how old is Roman? I think Roman is like still not 40.
Cody turns 41 this year.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me check. Mr. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns turns 41 a couple months before.
That's shocking. I thought he was younger. They both look great.
Oh yeah, come on now. When all you have to do for work, all you have to do is work out and train and everything.
Don't say that because look at how there's a lot of guys in the WWE roster right now that don't adopt to that. They're just like, man, we just trying to stay on the road.
Where are they at on the card though?
Now you sounded like Vince. Like, do you equate? Do you have to look a certain way? You as a fan for you to believe as a champion. Like, can Otis be a champion? You'd be like, listen, yo, what the hell's that?
Otis won Money in the Bank, and I was happy. And that was
but did you believe he was going to be the champion?
Hey, at that time, no, because Roman had the belt.
Okay. But but
was I happy? Yeah. Listen, I like people that look like me. That's why I rock with the UK heavy.
First of all, I don't think there's anybody in the locker room that looks like us right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like I think right now everybody in the locker room has 6-pack abs. Hell, Nia probably has 6-pack under her onesie that she rock. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're in top shape. Like, people used to talk shit about AEW, like, oh, these guys look like they can come out of the street. No, a lot of those guys are super fit themselves, dog. Mm-hmm. There's like, you would have to search far and wide to find a guy that looks schlubby in any wrestling right now.
Think about it like this. You don't have to look like Roman Reigns to move like Roman Reigns, because you got Keith Lee, who was a big fella.
Not anymore.
I'm saying, but
I think Keith Leafus is done. Well, like, you know what I mean?
Man, he old and, you know, life and all those things. You know, he probably stressed out. But
nice. Chugs. The Chugs just sent over people. Appreciate y'all. Thank you for the raid. Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, and guys, thanks for those who are still on Megaran's channel. Make sure to like and subscribe, and always support Megaran and anything that he has out right now. I'm sure his links is popping up on his live. So yeah, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's hard to say. Like, maybe 3 years ago, like, you know what I mean? Like, but I think everybody in pro wrestling, top to bottom, is like in the greatest fitness life right now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, nobody looks like they can't go. Like, yes, there's tiers to this, but it's like, ain't nobody can come in from the streets anymore. More so than it was in the 80s. What do you think? Like in the 90s, yeah, you had regular looking dudes, but now it's like, ooh, like everybody is in great shape. Like,
no, for sure.
But rounding out, you still owe me 2 names. I mean, 1 name, because you said Cardona is 4. Who's the 5th person? It's hard when Seth is hurt. Like this will be a lot different. Like I like that we would have a CM Punk reign, but like not having Seth on the card right now really shows you how much he's needed.
Yeah, he does put a lot into into the show. Or into the product. One more name to put in. Who could win the Royal Rumble? I mean, John Cena could come out of retirement.
No, that ain't gonna
happen. We would all
gonna happen. I would rather I think The Rock will come out of retirement and he's not retired. The Rock will come in at 30. Like, you know what I mean? Like that'll be more believable than John Cena.
Hilarious. Let's see. Who?
Okay, random thing. Do we get Bad Bunny?
Ooh, Randy.
The Royal Rumble.
Randy could win.
Okay, Randy.
Keith Orton. Yeah.
Randall Keith Orton. I love how everybody knows this man's full government. I love it. I love that.
It's crazy.
It'd be like, oh, Randall. It'd just be out in the airport. Hey, Randall.
Hey, can I get a picture? It's hilarious.
Randall Keith Orton. How the hell you been? If I ever get a chance to meet him backstage, that's exactly I'm gonna be like, sir.
I hope I can be there.
Randall Keith Orton, may I shake your hand, sir?
He's gonna be like, who's this? Whose man's is this?
Yeah, hey, you know what? I just because that'll go viral. Be the first. Like this man called him Randall Keith Orton. His full government.
Glasses on. The glasses on. They got to be recording
with a quarter zip and some slacks, not khakis, some slacks. Like Randall Keith Orton. How the hell are you, buddy?
You got a New Balance shoes on?
Yes. Or some closed-toed loafers.
Oh Lord!
With some fun socks.
Fun socks. They're gonna have cheese on.
Yeah, like, yeah. So
that's
okay. You know, and to wrap this up because we don't want to go over too long here.
Yeah.
What surprises do you think are in store?
Let's see. It's in Saudi, bro. So,
like, what surprises? Do we get celebrity people? Do we get legends that come off the radar? Like, do we? It's the boogeyman factor. Do we get the boogeyman in Saudi?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I cannot hear you.
Really?
I can't hear you. I can read your lips, but I can't hear you at all.
Well, I am talking to you, and I'm getting feedback on the mic.
Can y'all hear Marcos? Is it just
hey, I can hear you clearly, brother.
I see you talking.
Okay, so
they hear both of us. That's crazy.
Yeah. So
let's see.
Surprises.
Crazy.
What surprises do you get? So let's hear from the chat. What surprises do you get? Do we get boogeyman? Can you hear me now?
Say something.
Can you hear me now?
Lord have mercy. That's crazy.
All right, so let's wrap this up then.
This is wild. Let's see. We're definitely not getting it's Saudi, so we're not getting a surprise. I feel like that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, definitely not getting a surprise.
No surprises. So, all right. So, let's bring this home then. Let's bring this home since let's wrap this.
What look like we getting rid of this headset? Because this is crazy.
All right. So,
and all it's been doing is sitting on the charger.
So this is what we're gonna do, guys. Let us know, like and subscribe Bumps and Bruises podcast, and then let us know who you think the major surprise is. Are we going to get the boogeyman? Are we going to get a retiree? Who are we getting? And I'm gonna leave it on that.
At 144 people in here.
Who do we get right now? I like we're gonna get somebody crazy. I think even though we're in Saudi, I think we're gonna get somebody dope. But it is what it is. So like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. So just want to say peace. And we'll see you next week. I am Marcos, aka at the Sunset Kid. That's Derek, aka Mama. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. And so, peace, I guess.
Oh bullshit.
Let's wrap it. Let's wrap it up. Can you hear me now? Nope, I don't think so. Well, while we figured things out, like and subscribe and see us next week, guys. Once again,
well, everybody who's in here, yo, I appreciate all y'all coming through. Thank you for the raid. What else? We had Rand come through. So W there. Make sure y'all go and like the stream on YouTube at Bumps and Bruises Pod. And looks like we out.